for this defense just a few days away from the game?
Well, the biggest focus right now is, is just being able to prepare the right way and, let the kids enjoy themselves a little bit. But it's time to start focusing in, locking in on this game. And we're going to have our hands full. They have a great offensive system, run a lot of plays. They're explosive. So we have to do a great job of tackling, getting after this quarterback, and eliminating big plays.
I know when we got to talk to you in Morgantown, you said that you were going to do some different stuff that we haven't seen all year. Is this just that type of game, just one of those opportunities for you guys to try some things new, get some younger guys in there and involved?
Yeah, and more schematically than anything else, that we're just going to try to do a few different things just change it up a little bit. And we've had a lot of time to prepare for it, so we've had a lot of time as a staff and a lot of time with these kids studying film and thinking, it will give us the best opportunity to win the game.
You've had the bigger break, obviously, since the last regular season game to do that, but actual practice time is kind of, I don't want to say dropping, but it's less than what it used to be between the end and the bowl game. Do you still feel confident, the teaching aspect on the field, that there's enough time to do it?
Yeah, there's no doubt. And we've had, I don't even know up to this point, probably 7-8 practices. We'll get a couple more in before game time. So I think that's plenty of time. You don't want to wear them out because you want this to be a fun opportunity for the kids and give them a learning experience. And I think that our staff's done a great job of teaching. And now it's just put it all on paper and see what happens.
You mentioned in the past when the breaks were bigger and there were more practices that you worried about tweaking too much and you go back and agonize, the coaching staff too. In that way, is this kind of schedule more of a relief for you? You can approach it more like a regular game?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the good thing is we had a few practices. We used to do a lot of developmental stuff and give our older guys and guys that played a lot of snaps, gave them a few days off while we did some developmental practices. This year it's been a lot different, where we've been in game mode really since we started. So, and we've got to run through this thing 2 different times, and we're on our second Wednesday practice now, and so I think the kids got a good feel for what we're about to face, and now we just got to go out and perform.
Some of the older guys mentioned you've been a pretty grouchy coach the last couple of weeks. Trying to ratchet up a little bit for them. Is that a little message there you're trying to send to them?
Yeah, I just I hate the way the last 2 games went. So I don't want these guys to go out like that, especially the senior class that's meant so much with Drayvon, and he's been around for a long time, and we owe it to him and these other seniors, Zeke and Toyas and guys that put the work in. We owe it to them to go out, with a win, number one, but we need to be able to play better and do some things better on defense.
How much do you rely on those older guys?
A lot. Sometimes maybe too much. And what you all forget and what I forget as a coach, and they're still 21, 22 years old, and their mind's not always on football like ours is as a staff. So you put a lot on them, but also you have to look and say, you know what, they've got a girlfriend, they've got family, they've got buddies that they go play Fortnite or whatever it is they go play, and so their mind's not always on football like we are as a staff. When they get done, they leave the building and we go up and watch film, and we're miserable for about 4 or 5 hours doing it, and they go home and eat McDonald's and play video games. So.
And you guys stay miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
When you were playing, was there a video game there? Was you back to Frogger or Pac-Man?
No, I think Pong, maybe that was about it.
Nobody knows what Pong is today.
Yeah.
Is this maybe, with Dana back to calling the plays, is this maybe what we saw in 16, the way everything, instead of the offense kind of working on scoring, you know what I mean? There's more synergy. Is that possibility maybe with the way you guys approach this?
I think Dana's the best offense coordinator in the country. So, number one, it gives us, I guess, a little more confidence as a defense, and also too when it's the head coach calling games, there's a little more, we all got the same goal. They're not saying that offense coordinators don't, but your goal is to win the game, and he's going to do everything in his power to help the defense when we're struggling. And at times, when you have an offense-defense coordinator, and there's not that same gel, or you don't know. I mean, you're trying to do what's best for you on offense to score points and do what you do. I think when the head coach gets control of it, then it's a bigger team aspect.